System life cycle. Maintenance, changes made to a system after its implementation requirements. Specification, what a user needs a system to do. System specification, hardware and software needed to run the system. Design specification, illustration of how the system will look and work, and its data structures. Analysis. Questionnaires these are used when information is required from a large number of users. This also means that there is a large sample size. They are not suitable when the sample size is too small, since it would be quicker to conduct interviews. Questions must be asked in a way that responses are not biased and can be analyses, often in the form of multiple choice responses. Interviews. This involves direct conversations between analysts and clients. This is most suitable for small numbers of users, as detailed in-depth responses can be collected. However, interviews are time-consuming and this should be taken into account. Observation. The analyst will watch the processes that take place within an organization to find out how all tasks are completed. The information collected is usually used to develop the requirements specification. However, it is possible that users act or work differently from normal, which may lead to inaccurate data being collected. Document analysis. Existing documents can be analyzed to determine the data being collected for input to a system, and processes that can take place can also be identified. This method should be used in conjunction with other methods. Requirements specification. A requirements specification is a contract between the developer and the client, and it will specify the exact needs a client wants for a system so that the developer can produce a system that satisfies them. This should usually include purpose of the system, main objectives of the system, data that must be output from the system, data that needs to be input to the system, validation and verification rules, deadlines for each milestone within the project. System specification. A system specification lists all the software and hardware needed for the new system. The software is dependent on the hardware, and thus must be identified first. The analyst must consider the storage space and processing power required for the system. Design specification. The design specification is produced by the designer and will illustrate how the system will look, what the data structures will be, and how the system will work. It will often include flowcharts, data flow diagrams, data collection forms, screen layouts/mockups, data dictionary, house style, logos, colors, fonts, etc.